Sword Art Online is an overhyped mess that fails to deliver on every front. Characters are bland and unrelatable, and the pacing is all over the place. It's the epitome of wasted potential. Borderlands and Madam Web are genuinely a lot better.
One of the many reasons why I hate SAO so much is because it insults my intelligence. SAO is a slap in the face to every MMO player out there. As someone who's played MMOs for over 20 years, SAO should have been right up my alley, and yet it manages to do everything wrong when it comes to basic game design. Mother's Basement has already ripped SAO's abysmal game design apart. Nobody in their right mind would waste precious gaming hours on SAO if it was a real game. It's like willingly subjecting yourself to torture. If you've got a shred of MMO experience, you'd see right through SAO's garbage game design in a heartbeat. So in this video, I'll show you some real MMOs that are much better to play than SAO. All of these MMOs are completely free, so you can start playing without paying any money and save your cash for something worthier than SAO's sorry excuse for entertainment. Let's get started.
In this video, we'll explain the crown jewels of the free-to-play MMO universe. From enchanted worlds that pulse with magic, to sprawling landscapes teeming with untold adventures, we're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of excitement to bring you the ultimate guide to the most delightful and riveting gaming experiences that won't cost you a single coin. Albion Online. Begin an adventure unlike any other in Albion Online. Unveil your destiny as a fearless warrior and craft your own tale in a sandbox universe that thrives on your every decision. Set in a breathtaking medieval fantasy realm, Albion Online beckons you to shape your fate through its player-driven economy, full loot PvP battles, and an ever-evolving ecosystem. Establish alliances with cunning allies or challenge rivals in heart-pounding skirmishes, as every conquest you undertake leaves an indelible mark on the game's fabric. What sets Albion Online apart is its player-driven economy. From the bustling markets of the city to the uncharted wilderness, your actions ripple across the world, shaping its history. Unleash your creative spirit by mastering various crafting professions, or let your might shine through fierce battles that promise both fame and fortune. Albion Online isn't just a game, it's a living, breathing universe where you're the author of your own tale. Blade and Soul. Step into a mesmerizing realm of martial arts and fantastical adventure with Blade and Soul, the MMO that will enthrall your senses. Set against a backdrop of breathtaking landscapes and rich lore, Blade and Soul invites you to unleash your inner hero as you embark on a journey of destiny and power. With its stunningly detailed graphics and meticulously designed characters, the game transports players to a world where elegance meets brutality. The heart-pounding combat system lets you soar through the air, deflecting deadly blows and channeling your chi to devastate enemies with extraordinary skill. Whether you're delving into the intricate storylines of the game's various factions, participating in captivating PvP duels, or taking on colossal world bosses, every moment in Blade and Soul is an opportunity for growth and exhilaration. EverQuest. EverQuest is an MMO that flawlessly combines immersive gameplay with a spellbinding fantasy narrative. Discover endless potential where you'll team up with players worldwide to conquer dungeons, face mythical beasts, and unveil hidden treasures. With a diverse class system featuring unique skills, strategic collaboration becomes paramount as you traverse breathtaking landscapes and unravel the mysteries they hold. Whether you're a seasoned MMO enthusiast or new to the genre, EverQuest's rich storytelling, detailed mechanics, and vibrant community create a canvas for you to paint your own heroic narrative. EverQuest's boundless universe guarantees that both the journey and the destination are equally exciting. Guild Wars 2. The concept of a traditional MMO is transformed into an epic adventure in Guild Wars 2. As you step into the breathtaking landscapes of the game, you're immediately swept away by the awe-inspiring beauty and attention to detail that seamlessly merge with an engaging storyline. With a world rich in history, diverse cultures, and interesting lore, everything changes based on your decisions and actions. Unshackling itself from the linear narrative, Guild Wars 2 offers you a true sense of agency as your choices shape the world around you. Partake in dynamic events that unfold organically, driven by your participation rather than a static quest marker. Unite with a community of fellow adventurers to defeat world bosses, navigate treacherous dungeons, or engage in intense PvP battles that test your strategic prowess. The game's fluid and action-oriented combat system ensures that every encounter is a stirring spectacle, while the professions and skills grant you a staggering degree of customization to tailor your character's abilities to suit your playstyle. With its awe-inspiring vistas, evolving world, and a dedication to innovation, Guild Wars 2 is an MMO experience that is not not just about playing a game, but about crafting your legend in a living, breathing universe. Lost Ark set forth unto Lost Ark, a game that revolutionizes the MMO genre with its intriguing storytelling, stunning visuals, and thrilling gameplay. You're drawn into a tale of epic proportions where ancient artifacts and hidden secrets intertwine, promising an adventure that transcends your wildest imagination. With an expansive world teeming with diverse landscapes and dungeons, Lost Ark promises an experience that's both visually stunning and deeply engaging. At the heart of Lost Ark lies an innovative combat system, seamlessly fusing fast-paced action with strategic depth. The game has an array of unique classes that cater to your preferred playstyle. Engage in naval battles, fight world bosses, and delve into dungeons that challenge your teamwork and tactical prowess. And when you're not in the heat of battle, Lost Ark has a lot of other activities to indulge in, from crafting and trading to building and decorating your own island paradise. Old School RuneScape. Dive into Old School RuneScape, an MMO that seamlessly blends retro charm with modern allure. Immerse yourself in a fantasy universe, boasting pixel art visuals that invoke a sense of nostalgia while delivering a remarkable gameplay experience. Unearth a boundless game filled with bustling cities, perilous dungeons, and uncharted territories, all brimming with quests, challenges, and treasure. The game's unique strength lies in its player-driven narrative, granting you the power to shape your destiny. Participate in PvP battles, master diverse skills, and collaborate with fellow adventurers. Whether you're a veteran seeking the magic of days past, or a newcomer eager for a truly authentic MMO outing, Old School RuneScape is an adventure where your legacy is formed by your choices. RuneScape. RuneScape is an MMO that has captivated millions with its gameplay. Forge your path through a land rich in lore, where ancient secrets and quests entwine to create an unforgettable experience. RuneScape's appeal lies in its boundless possibilities. Whether you're a fierce warrior, a cunning mage, or a resourceful artisan, the game has a plethora of skills and activities to master. Engage in heart-pounding battles against fearsome monsters, unravel the mysteries of forgotten ruins, or hone your craftsmanship to make amazing items. The game has frequent updates introducing new lands to explore, challenges to conquer, bosses to fight, skills to train, and new friends to meet. Team up with other players to tackle formidable bosses, or compete in skill-based challenges. Star Wars: The Old Republic. Embark on a journey in Star Wars: The Old Republic, an MMO set in the iconic Star Wars universe. Choose to wield the Force as a heroic Jedi, or embrace the power of the dark side as a cunning Sith. With an intricately woven storyline tailored to your decisions, and a crew of unique companions by your side, you'll explore diverse planets, get involved in intense lightsaber duels, and partake in space battles that define the fate of the galaxy. Live your Star Wars dreams and leave a mark on the world. Shape your own legend in the well-known Star Wars saga. Star Wars: The Old Republic invites you to a galactic odyssey where you forge destinies, build alliances, and take part in legendary space battles. Unveil the mysteries of the Force and make impactful choices that affect your gameplay. Whether you're teaming up with friends or facing off against rivals, every step you take echoes throughout the cosmos. This is your chance to create your own Star Wars story and leave an indelible legacy.
If you're torn between RuneScape 3 and Old School RuneScape, understanding the key differences between the two can help you make an informed choice.
Welcome to the ultimate showdown in the world of MMORPGs. In this video, we're comparing the modern marvel of RuneScape 3 to the timeless charm of Old School RuneScape. We'll explain the pros and cons of each game, guiding you towards the perfect choice for your gaming journey. First of all, what's the difference between RuneScape 3 and Old School RuneScape? Imagine stepping into a fantasy world where you can embark on epic adventures, build your skills, and connect with other players from around the globe. RuneScape is a game that has evolved over time to offer two distinct experiences: RuneScape 3 and Old School RuneScape. RuneScape 3, often referred to as RS3, is the current iteration of the game. It's a polished and expanded version that has been shaped by years of updates and improvements. It's a lush fantasy realm where you can explore a vast open world, interact with richly detailed characters, and uncover an array of quests. RS3 features enhanced graphics, a more dynamic combat system, and a plethora of skills to master. You'll find a narrative that takes you through a variety of storylines, from battling ancient gods to delving into political intrigue. The game constantly evolves with regular updates, introducing new content, quests, and challenges to keep players engaged in this ever-evolving virtual world. Picture stepping back in time to the nostalgic era of classic gaming. Old school RuneScape, or OSRS for short, is a throwback to the early days of RuneScape. It's a living time capsule, offering the exact same mechanics, interface, visual style, and gameplay experience that players remember from the past. OSRS gives you the opportunity to relive the simplicity and charm of the original RuneScape, complete with its antique graphics and straightforward gameplay. It's like rekindling the joy of your first adventure in a world that feels both familiar and comforting. However, OSRS isn't just a replica. It still receives new updates and content polls. Every change is decided by the players through a democratic voting system, ensuring that the game's integrity remains true to its roots. Let's go over the strengths and weaknesses of each game, starting with RS3. Pros: huge open world. RS3 has a massive and immersive fantasy world to explore with diverse landscapes, cities, and dungeons to discover. Player interaction. You can interact with a global community of players, making friends, joining clans, and collaborating on quests or challenges. Skill variety. Engage in a wide range of skills from combat to crafting, allowing you to tailor your gameplay experience. Great quests. RS3 has some of the best quests among all MMOs because of their charming storytelling, diversified gameplay mechanics, and the way they impact the game world. Accessibility. RS3 is available on various platforms, including PC and mobile devices, making it convenient for players to access and play whenever they want. Graphics and customization. RS3 has modern graphics and customizable character avatars. Players can personalize their in-game appearance, abilities, and gear to create a unique avatar that reflects their style and preferences. Regular updates. The game is regularly updated with new content such as bosses, skills, and quests, ensuring that there's always something fresh to explore and enjoy. Players will never run out of stuff to do. Player choice. Players choose their own path. Whether you're interested in combat, skilling, bossing, or questing, RS3 accommodates various playstyles, giving you the freedom to focus on what you enjoy the most. Economy and trading. RS3 features a player-driven economy where players can trade resources, items, and gold with each other. This creates a dynamic market that adds depth to the game's world. Free-to-play option. While there's a membership option with additional benefits, RS3 can be played for free, and it allows people to play a significant portion of the game without a subscription. Achievements. The game features an achievement system that rewards players for completing various in-game challenges. This adds an extra layer of goals to strive for. Cons. Learning curve. The game's complexity poses a learning curve for newcomers, as there are many skills, mechanics, and systems to grasp. It may be difficult for people to understand at first. Time intensive. Some activities in RuneScape, like leveling up skills to the max XP, can be extremely time consuming, requiring a lot of dedication to make progress. Microtransactions. The game includes microtransactions for things like cosmetic items and XP boosts, which can impact the sense of pride and accomplishment for the players who earn their items and skills legitimately. Grinding. Certain aspects of the game, such as skill leveling and mob killing, can involve tedious tasks that might feel like a grind. Community impact. Depending on interactions, the player community can sometimes be a mixed bag, with different personalities. Absence of PvP. Player versus player content is largely irrelevant in RS3, so if PvP is your main interest, then you're unlikely to find it here. Lack of hand-holding. The game often expects players to figure out things on their own, which can be frustrating for those who prefer more guided experiences. Older player base. While the community is diverse, the majority of players are longtime veterans, potentially creating a generation gap in terms of familiarity with the game's history. Not alt-friendly. The game requires players to pay for a subscription on each account if they want the membership option, and players must invest time leveling up separate accounts from scratch. Now let's turn our attention to the positive and negative aspects of OSRS. Pros. Nostalgia. OSRS offers a nostalgic experience for players who fondly remember the classic era of MMOs. Simplicity. The game's mechanics are straightforward and easy to grasp, making it accessible for newcomers to the genre. Accessibility. The minimal graphics requirements allow a wide range of players, even those with older or budget PCs, to enjoy the game without needing a high-end graphics card. Player interaction. Engage with a vibrant and welcoming player community, forming friendships and participating in group activities. Freedom to explore. OSRS provides an open world where you can freely explore various locations, uncover hidden treasures, and tackle challenges at your own pace. Skill diversity. Delve into a wide range of skills, from combat to crafting. You can shape your character's progress in a way that suits your preferences. Appealing challenges. Take part in quests, tasks, and activities that present unique challenges, fostering a sense of accomplishment as you overcome them. Player-driven updates. Players have a say in the game's evolution through a democratic voting system, ensuring that all of the updates align with the overall community's desires. Mobile compatibility. Just like RS3, OSRS is available on mobile devices. Players can take their adventures on the go. Free-to-play option. Similar to RS3, 3, OSRS has a free-to-play version. Players can experience a substantial portion of the game without paying anything. Minigames. OSRS has a variety of entertaining minigames, providing players with a break from regular gameplay. Cons. Outdated graphics. The game retains the art style of its era, which is not as visually appealing to those accustomed to advanced graphics. Learning curve. While the game is much simpler than most other MMORPGs, it can still take time to grasp its mechanics. PvP risk. Players can fight other players, and upon death, they may lose valuable items. This could deter players who are risk-averse. Grinding. Certain skills and activities can involve repetitive tasks, potentially leading to feelings of monotony. No voice acting. Unlike most modern games, OSRS lacks extensive voice acting, relying on text-based interactions for dialogue. Community dynamics. As with any online game, interactions with other players can vary, leading to occasional negative experiences. PvP balance. Balancing player versus player combat can be a challenge, affecting the fairness of competitive encounters. Time investment. To make noteworthy progress, players need to dedicate a great deal of time, which might not be suitable for individuals with busy schedules. The XP rates are also much lower than RS3, so it takes a lot longer to achieve the same thing. Microtransactions. While OSRS generally has fewer microtransactions, there are still some items such as bonds available for purchase with real-life money. As we wrap up this comparison video between RS3 and OSRS, it's clear that both these iconic MMORPGs have their own unique allure. The choice is ultimately yours to forge a legendary journey. If you can't decide, you can always try out both games and see which one you like best.
If you're looking for an intriguing anime to watch, give World's End Harem a try. Plus, here are some strategies on how to overcome the male killer virus.
Meet Reito Mizuhara, a young man who enters cryosleep, only to wake up 5 years later to a world he no longer recognizes. A deadly virus, known as male killer virus, has emerged, wiping out almost all of the world's male population. Join us in this exciting video where we unveil the ultimate guide to beating the deadly male killer virus that plagues the World's End Harem anime series. We'll be revealing 30 effective ways to overcome this apocalyptic pandemic. Whether you're a seasoned survivalist or just a casual anime fan, we guarantee that you'll find something useful, or at least entertaining. Develop a cure. The most obvious solution to beating the male killer virus is to develop a cure. In the series, Reito is tasked with finding a cure for the virus, which he believes is hidden somewhere within the company that placed him in cryogenic stasis. Wear a mask. Wearing a mask can help prevent the spread of the virus. A well-fitted mask can prevent you from inhaling the virus and spreading it to others. Make sure the mask covers both your nose and mouth and fits snugly against the sides of your face without gaps. Quarantine infected individuals. Another way to stop the spread of the virus is to quarantine infected individuals. This would involve separating them from healthy people and providing them with medical treatment until they recover. This method has been used successfully in the past to control the spread of infectious diseases. Cloning could also be a solution to beat the virus. By creating genetically identical copies of healthy males, the human race could continue to survive even with the male killer virus ravaging the population. Hybridization. Another solution could be to hybridize humans with other species that are immune to the virus, such as animals or extraterrestrial life forms. This would require extensive genetic engineering, but could lead to a cure for the virus. Develop a vaccine. Develop a vaccine that can protect people from getting infected. This would require extensive research and testing, but could potentially be a long-term solution to the problem. In order to create a vaccine, scientists would need to identify the virus and determine its structure and genetic makeup. They could then create a weakened or dead form of the virus and inject it into people to help their bodies build up immunity. Implement social distancing. Social distancing measures, such as staying at least 6 feet away from others and avoiding large gatherings, can be effective in slowing the spread of infectious diseases. Develop antiviral medications. Antiviral medications are drugs that can be used to treat viral infections. They work by preventing the virus from replicating in the body, thus reducing the severity of the infection. In the case of the male killer virus, antiviral medications could be used to treat infected individuals and prevent the virus from spreading further. Increase access to healthcare. One of the biggest challenges in fighting the male killer virus is the lack of medical resources available to those who need them. To combat this, governments could invest in expanding access to healthcare services, including testing, treatment, and medical facilities. This could help to identify and isolate infected individuals, as well as provide critical care to those who need it. Using genetic engineering. With the help of advanced genetic engineering techniques, scientists could try to modify the DNA of the survivors to make them immune to the virus. This could involve introducing new genes or editing existing ones to enhance their immunity. immune response. Discovering a natural cure. It's possible that a natural cure for the virus exists somewhere in the world, and with enough research, scientists could find it. This might involve searching for rare plants or animals that produce compounds that can fight the virus, or looking for people who are naturally immune to the virus and studying their biology to understand how they resist it. Use protective gear. Wearing protective gear such as hazmat suits can help prevent the characters from contracting the virus. This method is particularly useful for medical professionals who may be exposed to the virus while treating patients. Practice good hygiene. Washing hands regularly is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to prevent the spread of the virus. Be sure to use soap and water. Lather for at least 20 seconds and scrub all parts of your hands, including under your nails and between your fingers. Increase medical capacity. The characters can also focus on increasing medical capacity by building new hospitals, training more medical professionals, and investing in research and development. This can help ensure that the necessary resources are available to combat the virus. Collaborate globally. Collaborating with other countries and organizations can help the characters find a solution to the male killer virus. Sharing knowledge, resources, and expertise can help speed up the process of finding a cure or developing other methods of survival. Artificial intelligence. With the help of AI, scientists could simulate the virus and test different solutions virtually. This could speed up the process of finding a cure or developing a vaccine. Interstellar migration. In the event that all other options fail, the remaining population could explore the possibility of interstellar migration to find a new planet to inhabit and start fresh. Nanobots. Nanobots could be developed to combat the virus by entering the body and destroying the virus cells. These could be injected into those who are already infected or used as a preventive measure. Mutation. The characters could also explore the possibility of mutating the virus itself in order to make it less deadly or more manageable. This would require extensive knowledge of the virus and its behavior, as well as the ability to manipulate it in a controlled way. Underground living. If the virus is airborne, the characters could opt to live underground, away from the infected air. They could create an underground society that can survive for years to come. Secret government facilities. The government is likely to have facilities and resources that are not available to the general public. The characters could try to find these facilities and see if they have any solutions to the virus. Follow guidelines. Stay up to date on the latest guidelines and recommendations from health officials and follow them to help prevent the spread of the virus. Gene therapy. In the world of World's End Harem, it's possible to manipulate and edit genes, which could potentially provide a way to cure the virus or create immunity to it. The characters could seek out scientists or researchers who specialize in gene therapy and work with them to develop a solution. Natural immunity. Some people may have a natural immunity to the virus, and those individuals could be used to create a vaccine or cure. Finding these individuals and studying their immune systems could lead to a breakthrough in the fight against the virus. Virtual reality. The male characters could be placed in a virtual reality simulation where they could live out their lives without being affected by the virus. While this method would not solve the issue of the virus in the real world, it could provide a temporary solution for those looking to escape the harsh reality. Boosting immune system. Strengthening the immune system is another way to fight off the male killer virus. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and proper sleep can help improve overall health and immunity, which would increase the chances of surviving the virus. Contact tracing. Contact tracing involves identifying and isolating individuals who have come into contact with someone infected with the virus. This method could be employed in the series to help prevent further spread of the virus. Cover your mouth and nose. One simple yet effective way to prevent the spread of germs and illness is by covering our mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing. Of course, it's important to use a tissue or your elbow when coughing or sneezing, as this helps to contain any germs or droplets and prevent them from spreading to others. Plus, it's always a good idea to dispose of used tissues immediately to avoid further contamination. Stay informed. Staying informed and up to date on the latest information and guidelines from public health officials is a crucial step in keeping yourself and others safe during times of illness and pandemic. It's always a good idea to read the latest news and articles from reputable sources. By staying informed and up to date on the latest information, you'll be better equipped to make informed decisions and take actions that can help keep yourself and others safe. Avoid large gatherings. Crowded places with poor ventilation can increase the risk of exposure to an airborne virus. It is best to avoid large gatherings and events where physical distancing may be difficult. Congratulations! You've acquired all the knowledge and tools needed to survive and beat the deadly male killer virus in World's End Harem. Navigating through the apocalypse can be a daunting task, but with your newfound knowledge, you can confidently face any challenge that comes your way. You're now equipped with the skills needed to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. And if all else fails, just remember that you can always cryogenically freeze yourself and wait for a cure to be developed. Until then, stay healthy and stay tuned for more anime breakdowns and survival tips.
If you found this video enjoyable, remember to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more thrilling MMO content. Stay tuned for our next adventure.